Honeybees. They're a welcome sign of spring as each new growing season starts. Universally familiar, these important pollinators are actually not native to North America. They were brought here from Europe in the 17th century for their honey production. Since then, they have become a significant factor in crop, flower, and fruit production as they gather nectar and transfer pollen between plant flowers. Beekeepers farm domestic hives, but honeybees are also wild creatures that live in natural tree holes and spend their year making honey to feed them through cold winter months. When a hive grows too large for its quarters, the colony divides and expands to new territory. This fascinating behavior is known as swarming, and it usually takes place as flowers emerge in the spring. Swarming attracts attention by its loud humming and rare appearance of 10 to 20,000 bees clustered in open view. The all-important queen is protected deep within this swarm, and the entire hive awaits information from special scout honeybees that comb the surroundings for possible new home sites. Scouts report back, and through an amazing collective hive decision not clearly understood by science, the bees compare these reports and decide on where they'll live. Usually within a day or so, they all quickly move to their new home and immediately resume storing food and raising young to expand their own hive. I encountered a swarm this week, first hearing and seeing a mass of flying bees in late afternoon as they settled onto a low hackberry limb. The bees clambered over each other, forming a living wad about the size of a basketball. Such bees are placid and will not sting when approached in a non-threatening way. In an hour, they settled down to a low hum and allowed their scouts to begin work. Through evening and early morning hours, probably 1,000 scout bees working independently scoured the surrounding forest for home sites. Then each would return and report its findings through fascinating dances that revealed distance, direction, and size of cavity. As time went on, these dances intensified as more and more information was available. Bee tree cavities may be found anywhere from 2 feet above ground to 100 feet high, but they need open interior space a little larger than 2 5-gallon buckets. At 11 o'clock the next morning, the entire bee cluster was restless and buzzing. Then, at some unknown signal, the entire swarm left the limb within a minute, spiraled swiftly upward, and were lost to view as they made their move. A few straggler bees came back to the resting place again and again, but within an hour there was no sign of what had just taken place. I'm Mike Blair in the Kansas Outdoors.